The Diary of a Young Girl is the real-life diary of Anne Frank, a Jewish girl who lived in Amsterdam during World War II. The diary covers the period from June 12, 1942, when Anne receives the diary as a birthday gift, to August 1, 1944, just days before her arrest by the Nazis. Anne's diary entries provide a vivid and intimate account of her life in hiding, her relationships with her family and the other occupants of the Secret Annex, and her reflections on the war and her identity. Background and setting. Anne Frank was born on June 12, 1929, in Frankfurt, Germany. The Frank family, which included Anne, her sister Margot, and their parents, Otto and Edith Frank, moved to Amsterdam in 1933 to escape the growing persecution of Jews in Nazi Germany. However, the situation in the Netherlands became increasingly dangerous for Jews after the German occupation in 1940. In July 1942, the Frank family went into hiding in the Secret Annex, a concealed space behind Otto Frank's business premises. They were joined by another Jewish family, the Van Pels, and later by Fritz Pfeffer, a dentist. Life in the Secret Annex. The Secret Annex was cramped, with limited space and no access to the outside world. The occupants had to remain quiet during the day to avoid detection, as workers in the building below were unaware of their presence. Food was scarce, and the inhabitants relied on helpers from the outside, including Miep Gies and Victor Kugler, who risked their lives to provide for them. Despite the dire circumstances, Anne continued to write in her diary, which she called Kitty. Her entries reveal a range of emotions, from fear and anxiety to hope and determination. She describes the tension and conflicts that arose in the annex, particularly between her and her mother, with whom she had a strained relationship. Anne also reflects on her growing feelings for Peter Van Pels, the teenage son of the other family in hiding. Anne's reflections and growth. As time passed, Anne's diary entries became more introspective and mature. She began to reflect on her identity as a Jewish girl and her place in the world. She struggled with feelings of loneliness and isolation, but also found solace in writing. Anne aspired to be a writer and hoped that her diary would be published after the war. Anne's diary also captures her deep empathy for others and her keen observations of human nature. She wrote about her fears for the future, her longing for freedom, and her belief in the goodness of people despite the horrors of the war. Her writing is filled with wisdom and insight that belies her young age. The arrest and aftermath. On August 4, 1944, the Secret Annex was betrayed, and the occupants were arrested by the Gestapo. They were deported to concentration camps. Anne and her sister Margot were eventually sent to the Bergen-Belsen concentration camp, where they both died of typhus in early 1945, just weeks before the camp was liberated. Of the 8 people in the Secret Annex, only Otto Frank survived the Holocaust. After the war, he returned to Amsterdam and discovered Anne's diary, which had been preserved by Miep Gies. Deeply moved by his daughter's words, Otto decided to fulfill Anne's wish and had the diary published. It was first published in 1947 under the title Het Achterhuis, The Secret Annex, and has since been translated into numerous languages and read by millions of people worldwide. Themes and significance. The Diary of a Young Girl is not only a personal account of Anne's life, but also a powerful testament to the resilience of the human spirit. The book touches on themes of identity, adolescence, family, and the horrors of war. Anne's reflections on her Jewish identity, her hopes for the future, and her belief in the goodness of humanity resonate deeply with readers of all ages. The diary also serves as a stark reminder of the atrocities of the Holocaust and the importance of remembering history to prevent such horrors from happening again. Anne's voice, silenced too soon, continues to speak to generations. reminding us of the importance of tolerance, empathy, and the enduring power of hope. Conclusion. The Diary of a Young Girl is a timeless and universal story of courage, hope, and the indomitable human spirit. Anne Frank's diary not only provides a window into the life of a young girl during one of the darkest periods in history, but also offers profound insights into the human condition. Her words have left an indelible mark on the world and continue to inspire and move readers more than 7 decades after they were written.